less than 24 hours later, we have reached the part of Manacled where it shifts to the flashbacks to the past. So there will be Manacled spoilers going through here as I just talk and react through everything and just take you on. It's more of like a reading life journey than it is like a book. Like it's about me going through the book and not the book, you know. But I just reached the flashbacks and I want to talk about it. So I'm gonna just shift, okay? I'll have a drink here because I need it. Because I need it. That's where I'm at right now. And I know it's only going to get worse and I'm really scared. Okay, so spoilers are coming in. So I just got to the part in the flashbacks right in the beginning. It's the first flashback, obviously. And Hermione has been given this choice where they can get another spy into the Resistance as Malfoy, but what Malfoy wants is Hermione. And they're like all like, oh, he had a crush on you in school or something like that. I think he needs her. I think he needs her expertise for something. And that's why, maybe he covered it up with some secret because he doesn't want people to know something. But I think Malfoy needs Hermione. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I just need to put it out here before I continue reading that I think it's not really about like a crush or anything like that. I think he needs Hermione for her healing expertise. And for some reason, either something's going on with him, that punishment ritual that he had talked about beforehand with Voldy, or he wants to learn how to heal. Maybe he thinks that like if he had knew how to heal people, he could have healed his mom or something like that. But I don't know. So that's where we're at. And I'm scared because the last line before the flashback hits was so intense. It was one of the most romantically horrifying things I've ever read in my life. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about. And I'm scared because I had said earlier that the Alexis scene had almost been toppled by High Reeves Draco. And I'm scared because I have never emotionally prepared myself for someone topping Alexis. Never once in my life did I think that would actually happen. But if that happens, I'm plunging in the pond. If it happens, I'm plunging into the pond and I will video it. I don't think it's going to happen because never once did I ever think it would. But I'm just saying. So that's where I'm at. We're starting the flashbacks. Please pray for me. I don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight because I already have that feeling. You know that feeling in your chest when you're reading a book and you're like, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep. It's just like, even if you tried to go to sleep, your mind would just be turning about the book and like, you need to know, you need to know, you need to know. And that's where I'm at right now. I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. And I'm scared. So here we are. Let's go. I'm dreading it. I'm prolonging this experience because I don't want to read this because I'm scared of who I'm going to be. I'm scared of what's going to happen to me because I'm already feeling sick to my stomach. Oh my goodness, he knew her the whole time. And I was right about that. I didn't even think of that yet. I hadn't even thought of that yet. Draco knew her the whole time. Oh, my little emotional support babies. Oh, how kind of you. Oh, you can't see them. They're right under my legs. That is so horrifyingly sad that the woman that that I'm assuming he loves, that last line, that was a love line. And she was scared of him and he had to hurt her. Why did I read this? I hate these. I hate these flashbacks. Because what do you mean that Draco... What the fuck do you mean Draco taught her how to shield her mind? At least how to, like, shield against... I'm actually going to start to cry. Because what do you mean? I am gonna be sick. Oh, no, because I always keep thinking about how I haven't even gotten to, when they get to, like, they both feel genuine emotion for each other, but I keep thinking about first part Draco. Like, what Hermione went through was horrible, but I cannot imagine. Do you see this? He threw up. He just kissed her. He kissed her. I know he only did it. Shut up. Shut up. But he kissed her. I thought for sure he already knew she was a healer, but you know what? Maybe he knows that what he's gonna need from her is top secret. So he needs her to build up her shields first, and then he can actually ask for her help. So he's like, I don't know. If it's not that if he doesn't need her for her healing things, for whatever the Dark Lord did to him, then I don't know what it is that he wanted from her. I, like, can't figure that out. I don't know. That's the exact same conversation. I'm gonna start swearing. I'm getting heated. I'm getting so heated right now. That is the exact same. They had the exact same conversation. I'm gonna be sick. I'll put a straw in it because they needed to. There is something psychologically wrong with me, period. But most certainly a good sign of such a symptom is that when Draco said, when she's like, she was foraging in the woods and getting chased by werewolves, and then he was like, you will stop doing that, and she's like, I will certainly not. You don't control what I do. And he's like, I do actually. Have you forgotten? I own you. Hot. Psychologically unstable. She is unwell. She's mentally I don't have words. She's an unstable baddie. That's what she is here. Never fails to get me is when one of the characters says, like, strip for, like, healing purposes or something like that, and then the other one goes, like, I thought that was my line, or he says both of them, I thought that was my line, and then he goes, if you wanted me to strip, you could have just asked. Like, if you are wondering why I'm having such a great time right now and I stopped crying, it's because I have completely dissociated from the fact that the first part has happened. It's gone. It didn't happen. It was a fever dream. That was just a different book. I'm reading a new book now. This is a different Hermione fanfiction that I'm reading, and I'm having a great time, and it has a happy ending, and everything's fine. I said I wasn't going to hurt you in a low voice, and then I did. I'm sorry. I always expected you would. I swear, if I find out that the only reason that Malfoy agreed to the trade-off with Hermione being his before and after, like, during the war and after the war for his spying, was because he actually genuinely, like, saw her one day and fell in love with her, and it wasn't because he just needed her to help, because she just found out about the whole runes, curse things on his back. He didn't that wasn't the plan. I will literally lose my mind if it's something that was just so innocent and so sweet, and that's why he wanted her. The runes bound Malfoy to be unhesitating, cunning, unfailing, ruthless, unyielding, driven to success. That is why he is the way that he is in the beginning. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be Why? Why am I reading this? Who would write this? Who would recommend this? Who would tell me to read this? Who would be like, this is the best thing I've ever read? And it's just like never-ending emotional trauma. Never ending. Start to what I assume is going to be the finish. All emotional trauma. Not a single happy moment to be found. Nary a good time betwixt the pages. That's what I'm telling ya. No, please, somebody send me help, because she's doing that one thing to his palm and like that he did to her when she was lying unconscious. I'm gonna be sick. And then she just said that like she was looking at him while he's unconscious, and she said he looked sad. Like, does it get worse than this? Is this the, like, please just tell me this is the threshold of the pain. Like, this is it. This is the threshold. It doesn't get worse, right? Like, it's just here. We just stay here. I'm scared. I'm so friggin' scared. She just used her very special stone to heal him. I'm like, is this the moment that I go eat cake, or do I wait to go eat cake? Because I bought myself a special cake for reading this book. I mean, obviously I'm not going to eat the whole cake in one sitting. But, like, do I wait now, or do I wait until, like, further than midnight? How much worse does it get? Don't die, Granger. I might miss you. I have come to the startling confession. Concession? Realization? And I know this feels a little bit familiar. People are gonna want me to stop talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. I will never stop talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think I can. I think it's just a part of my DNA at this point. But I did come to the realization that Suguru Geto is a hot version of Voldemort, and I don't know what to do with that information. It's like a reward. Before anybody worries about me, I did eat. I made breakfast tacos while I was on the phone with my monsieur, my emotional support monsieur. So I haven't just been eating cookies and cake all day. Hermione is now finally figuring it out, which is kind of like figuring Draco out. She says, Malfoy considered himself a villain. Do you see that thing? Huffs every time I talk out loud. Considered himself a villain because of what he did, which implied that he didn't want to do it, which implied that his desire to aid the order might be sincere and not merely a means to some other end. Hermione drummed her fingers on the worktop, thoughtfully reevaluating once more everything she thought she knew of Draco Malfoy. Finally, she's getting it. Finally, she's realizing it, that in his own... Here's the thing about morally gray characters that people don't want to really, like... People get upset about morally gray characters when they do morally gray things. Draco Malfoy is an excellent example of, like, very dark morally gray. Borderline black morally gray. Where he's doing bad things for a good reason. And that's what I was kind of saying like earlier in, I think in this first video, where like he doesn't get satisfaction from these things, which, what am I trying to say? Which makes it better, which makes it better because he's not getting joy from any of it. But it is also sad for him because he's the one who's repeatedly paying this cost and holding on to this burden that nobody, and to some extent not even Hermione, not even himself, is giving him the respect and sympathy that he truly does deserve. Because what a burden it must be to do horrible things not wanting to, knowing that if you didn't do it, at the very least, you can stop someone from getting a sick, like an evil, sadistic satisfaction from doing it. That's where Draco is. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's kind of like this angel of death, almost. I think Hermione even actually calls him that earlier in the book, that he looks like the angel of death. And I think that's really what he is, in a way. He's doing what he can, and what he can do is not great, but it's what he can do, you know? And you got to appreciate that. You got to respect that. But man, do I want this boy to shut his mouth. If a woman wants to take care of you, just let her take care of you. What is wrong with you? Draco's really taking that enemies to lovers. You don't think someone can love you unless they, like, love the absolute worst of you to heart. My boy, my brother in Christ, shut it. You know, you can soften your edges just a little bit. You could just not say certain things. Keep some things to yourself, my love. Lillian. What Severus Snape just said about Draco Malfoy? Not hot. Seek help from your therapist. Because tell me why, when I read this line, I was like, He says, in some respects, the Malfoys are closer to being dragons than they are wizards. They do not share. They are obsessive about what they regard to be theirs. Do you know who Lucius needed? Narcissa. If you succeed in what you are attempting, he will never let you go. He will not be content with being secondary to anyone or anything in your regard. Then she goes on to say, he already owns me. Not hot, Lillian. Not hot. But it's hot. He just called her Hermione. Called her by her real name. He's looking at her with a hooded look. Drunk. Shirtless. They're kissing. I'm like a little bit upset that they're drunk while doing it, because I know it's just going to cause issues in like another few pages. But right now I am happy. Listening to Hermione talk about, like, she's processing her feelings about being intimate with somebody. And she's just like, oh, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to say it, but it's just hurting me knowing that earlier or in the future, what becomes of their relationship. I'm gonna be sick. I'm literally gonna be sick. She healed that gross Montague guy. Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck is that line? Why did she do that? Why would she write that? Why would she put that in? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you put that in there other than to hurt me emotionally, spiritually? Kind of physically, if I'm gonna be honest, because I'm really tired. It's almost 3 a.m. If you were keeping me prisoner and draining me of my magical abilities, I'd croon similarly. Jail. Instant jail. Do you think he thought about that? This scene? This memory? Do you think he thought about this? Oh, this is sickening. Go to bed now. I don't... No, I'm not going to bed. I'm actually going to watch my comfort show, because I think I need to be comforted. I don't feel very comforted right now. Nothing feels fun. Nothing feels girly pop. Nothing feels right. It was real, but she was weaponizing it. Ouch. I like I understand and I respect how the author is playing out Hermione in this situation, in this relationship, and in this dynamic, but it also like really hurts because I just want to be like, Draco is good boy. He just needs a pat on the head and some treats and he'll follow you like a dog. That's not true, but like, you know what I mean? I just want her to like just love him. But that's what makes it so good, is that it's like this, you know? He gifted her knives! And she also got him a Christmas present. Oh, do you like that Draco gave Hermione weapons to protect herself? And even though he liked to be mean to her, he actually wants her to be safe because he loves her. He does. He just doesn't know it yet. I'm pretty sure if I was Hermione and I was having this conversation with Angela, I would have walked away. I am not a bigger person. The way that she feels, like she's surrounded, like, oh, everybody knows the feeling when like I had my hand pressed against my cheek because I was reading. I could keep hiding it with my Kindle. I won't. You know when like you feel like you're the crazy one in a room full of insane people? That's how Hermione feels, and I know that feeling so well, and it is the most infuriating thing in the universe sometimes, and I just, reading this makes me just like want to like smash my head against a wall repeatedly. I think the hardest thing to read in this is how everybody has failed Hermione. Like, I seriously do think the hardest thing is watching Hermione crumble because of everybody else around her, mildly excluding Draco, but he's like, if it's like a Venn diagram, he's kind of like in the middle or something like that. It's painful. It's painful to watch her friends, her family just disregard her, disrespect her and her thoughts and her opinions, and yet constantly need her. And everything she sacrificed, giving herself up for the resistance, and like, they don't even know. And even if they did know, that's the thing. Even if they did know, and I know they're going to find out, and I know it's going to happen. Even if they did know, they would hate her for it. They would begrudge her for it. I can't say I'm going to be sick or it's sickening anymore in these videos because I've said it 1,000 times. I am so sorry for what I'm about to say. I'm going to swear in a second, okay? I'm giving you a warning. But fuck Harry Potter and fuck Ron, Hermione. Who gives a shit about them? She's doing, for Harry, for Ron, it'll be worth it. For what? For what have those two men ever done for anybody? I'm sorry. Maybe Harry because of the prophecy. Fine, I give them that. But Ron? It didn't matter. It didn't matter what she wanted. It never mattered. For Harry, for Ron, it will be worth it. After the way they have treated you, I'm mad. I'm getting mad. And like Severus, things that he just said to her, they're gonna turn Draco over. They won't listen to her. They're mad that she's done what I literally can't. Hermione cannot win. And like what's more infuriating is that in any other book I'd be like, oh, the author just is like trying to keep this character down, like just trying to prove it. But like I see everything that's happening and like I've turned it and twisted it. And this is what the author has done. And it's like there literally is no winning for Hermione. There is literally no winning. And it's not just, you know, to make the reader feel bad for her. It's real. It feels so real. I need to go for like a walk or something. They kissing. They more than kissing. This is so sad. This is not what I want. Why can't you just tell him? Just tell him. Tell him everything. He'll help you figure something out. I hate all of this. I hate all of this. All of it. I thought that there was going to be a fun time. Not really. Like, I thought there was going to be like... It's better and it's worse. Because the love is so tainted and so painful. I thought there was gonna be like some underlying like romance, you know? But the love that's here is just so raw and war-torn. What I'm trying to say is that this is not an emotional falling in love romance. This is a very intellectual falling in love and romance. And there is a difference. And for some reason, I find the intellectual romances, well, bitter and hard and almost cruel. They feel so genuine. They feel so genuine. I'm making a coffee because I didn't sleep very good. Or at all, really. It reminds me a little bit of how I felt about BJ and Magnolia's love from Magnolia Parks, and how even though BJ did objectively bad things and it like took him a while to get to where he needed to be to properly love Magnolia in a relationship, because he always loved her in a real way, but in a relationship he had to get there. It's the same thing where, like, I never doubt Draco's love, or I never doubt Hermione and Draco's feelings, but they hurt each other. And like, even in this moment where they're finally having like kind of a conversation about their emotions and why Draco decided to do what he did, it's still like mean. It's still like teeth and claws just tearing at each other to just get to teeth and claws tearing at each other to get to the inside that they can hold. Like, and it's the same thing that I felt with BJ and Magnolia, where it like hurts, but it's genuine. Oh, this is the beginning of the end for me as I know it. Draco is the sweetest little mama's boy you've ever seen in the whole world. He did all of it for his mummy. And everyone treats him like garbage. Well, I was right about one thing, and that was Jenny was pregnant. But I'm not giving myself any credit for that because that was easy to guess in that one flashback then. He cast curse after curse after curse, most of them non-verbally. The Death Eaters steadily dropped. He conjured a flock of 12 silver hummingbirds, and several of the Death Eaters hesitated, visibly confused, and Draco whipped his wand forward, and the tiny birds shot through the air like a hail of bullets, burying themselves into the throats and chests of anyone nearby without a powerful shield. He called the birds back, dripping blood, and shot them off again. He's healing her, and then she's like, hang on. Fuck. Why do you have all this? He had a little container full of healing stuff, and he's like, I got it all for you. After Hampshire, I was worried you'd show up injured again, and I thought if I had everything you might need on hand, I'd worry less. Not another mirrored conversation. Not another one. It makes me sick when there's mirrored conversations, because it just goes to show that no matter what, it was always meant to happen. Like, they were always meant to come back to me if you ever need anything. I really, genuinely, truly want Hermione to choose him. Is that too much to ask for? I need her to choose him over everybody else. Even just once. Use me. If it wasn't my Kindle, I would fling this sumbitch at a wall. I thought we were finally getting somewhere. I thought this was the moment. He was like, you don't have to push me away to protect me. I can take it. You can stop being lonely. And then he says, so I'm like, yes, finally they can be together. And they'll just be like, we can be it for each other. It'll be real. It'll be genuine to us. Okay? If you don't have anyone and I don't have anyone, let's be real for each other. And then he's like, I know you just want someone to be with. I won't take it as meaning more than that. This is how I wanted it to be with you. I wanted it to be like this with you. I'm sorry it wasn't. It's fine, it's not. Let me give it to you now. When he kissed her, it felt like the beginning of something that could be eternal. My jaw has just been open this whole time. He was asleep, wrapped possessively around her as though he were keeping her from being stolen. I'm going to get an iced coffee. Just kidding. Draco finally got her. He said, you're gonna manipulate me into loving you? Baby, Uno reverse. Uno reverse. Claiming triumph. I meant to leave, but then my finger kept pussing. That's what Draco is doing right now. You're mine. You swore yourself to me, he said in her ear. Now and after the war, you promised it. I'm going to take care of you. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you. You don't have to be lonely because you're mine. You know what nobody warned me about? In all of Manacled, they're like, it's painful, blah, 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 blah. But you know what they didn't tell me was going to be the worst of it? All of Draco's fucking trauma. Everything that man goes through. You don't live at the manor? Everything is tainted there. Every time I'm there, I hear my mother screaming. It's like the house is haunted. The cage she was kept in was built into the floor of the drawing room using magic from the estate's Leyland, and I can't remove it. But you know what he did? And Astoria, I think that's how you say her name, Draco's future wife. Oh, I haven't thought about that. I literally just gagged. Oh, and what do you do? I'm not thinking about it, I'm dissociating. Hang on, give me a second. She said he never lived there. Even when they got married, he dropped her off at the house and then left. But you know when he came back? When he did live there? When her... No one prepared me for this. And you know what? I'm blaming all of you. If you're watching this video and you've gotten this far, and you knew, oh, Hermione, I won't get to have any of those things. I want to make the world I wanted to live in. I'm mad because you know what? Because you know what? Draco and Hermione just had a real honest moment. It was real, it was honest. They shared things. They're together now, you know? Like that was a together thing. And that's as good as it's gonna get. I already know that is as good as it's gonna get. And I can't. I have pain, you know? Actual pain. Thinking about how that's as, like, that wasn't even a feel good. That was a handhold at someone's last breath. Me. That was my last breath. And that book was the handhold. I hate this. I hate this. My little treat feels more like a last meal. Because, of course, if I could run, I would have vanished while my mother was alive. Would you go now if you could? With you, I would, then we'll go together after the war. I can't even fucking read it. I can't. When the war is over, we'll both run somewhere no one knows us. We'll disappear when it's over. His eyes flickered for a moment before he met her gaze and smiled faintly. Poor stranger. He was lying. They both were. I'm done. I'm done. I am sick. I know I said I would stop saying that, but he would drag her from the war and hide her the instant she let him. She could see the conflict in his eyes. The sight of Draco restraining himself as he stared at her and weighed his options was familiar. Want, want, want. She felt it like a heartbeat. If he couldn't hide her, he would hoard her to himself as much as he was able. She'd fallen for a dragon. And you know what I also noticed? She started calling him Draco, even with like Moody, even with Kingsley. Is that his name? Is it Kingsley? I can't even remember because I don't care anymore. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about anything except for this right here. And you know what I want to do? I'm going to break my Kindle in half and I'm going to pretend that that's it. He hides her away. They cut it off. It feels like the first part of the book did not happen to me anymore. And I know it did. And so I'm like, I'm going to start stacking wood soon. Draco called her often. He kissed her, cradling her face in his hands. It felt like he was breathing her in. Are you all right? You're all right. Has anything happened to you? No, this is worse. I thought that the implications were going to be the worst part of this. I lied. I absolutely lied. What is this bullshit? Oh, no. She had never had and never would heal anyone the way she healed Draco. In his arms, pressed against his body. You're mine, say you're mine, I'm yours. I promise, Draco, I am always going to be... No! No. Not Hermione and the shackles. I swear that's the sickest thing this author did. Hermione, I'm going to take care of you, I swear. I swear I'm always gonna... He does not play when it comes to his woman. He killed Kingsley and then brought her there? She's at the Black Manor right now, right? Draco just threatened all of the portraits. Do you think that's why they didn't speak to her when she was at the manor? In the beginning, in the future? Hermione running to Draco's arms and then he's like, what's wrong? And she said, nothing, I'm just so tired. I feel like I forgot how to breathe until now. Done. I'm done. The air hung around them, cold, as though their ghosts surrounded them. They were both drenched in the dead. I know I said it. I know I said it. Beef with Harry Potter, but I take it back, and I take it back. Okay, I feel a little bad. Ron and I still have beef, but Harry and I, we figured it out. I have reached the last flashback, and I am numb. I feel nothing. I am nothing. I thought I'd be sobbing and hyperventilating at this point, but because I know. Fuck. It's Wednesday. It's been almost... I started Monday at this exact time, I think, or like an hour maybe before this. So Monday to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday. It's been 2 days, and I've read almost... What is it? It's been like almost 1,100 pages. I did the math recently. Doing a little liberations on my math here. I feel nothing. Not because there isn't anything to feel, but because I've been ground down. And I'm scared. What if Draco doesn't know? I didn't think of that, you know? Like, I really didn't think. I'm on the last flashback. I'm going to read it. And then we're going to debrief. And then there'll be a whole other video dedicated to the last third of the book. It was Draco. It was Draco who got her. Malfoy always comes for me. Isn't that what she said? Isn't that what she said? And he is mad daddy right now. And I'm loving it. Eating it up. I love it. Give me more. This is how I'm coping, by the way. I'm finding slivers of joy to... I feel like the slivers of joy are like, are like, what's it called? Splinters. But whenever I think of splinters, I think of Colin now, which is unfortunate. I think I have been trauma bonded to this book, which is unfortunate. I'm laughing because if you don't know this about me, I actually laugh when I'm upset. It's really unfortunate in traumatic situations. I'm so unwell right now. Fuck. We had a good run, Granger. But we were in... She didn't go there to save Ginny. She went there to save Draco. So done. I am so done. I have 3 minutes left of this chapter, and you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back to that place I've been dissociating about. I said I was gonna debrief when we were done. I know I did. Just bear with me here. I can't feel anything. I literally can't feel anything right now, and that scares me. That scares me. I'm laughing instead. Her Patronus became a fucking dragon because of her love for Draco. Someone end me now. Oh, fuck. I wasn't crying. And then my husband called me. And I blame him for this. She wrote a note. That's... I wasn't crying. Somebody, please, for the love of God, please, the next time I tell you that I want to emotionally connect to anything, tell me to remember this day and this moment. I can't stop thinking. Woo! Give me a second. Give me a second. I can't breathe. I don't think I can breathe. I can't breathe anything. You tell me why. I can't even speak anymore. I can't. I'm reading without my glasses because I'm hoping the words will. The last of the marauders. I can't. It was never supposed to. It was never supposed to hurt me like that. never supposed to hurt me like this. And if anybody asks me, I'm blaming the fact that my husband called and asked me what I was reading. Because if he did, then I would have been dissociative enough to read the rest of this without crying. Like, the last of the Marauders. If you only see my ceiling, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to breathe, but I'm only hyperventilating right now. This is probably one of the worst things I've read. Period. I don't even think. Oh, fuck. I don't even think Cole is this bad. I have to finish. I'm not even done with this chapter. I have a genuine question. Oh. The ring. I can't feel anything. But does she have the ring on her? Did she have the ring on her in the beginning? But because it was glamour, she didn't even know. Could he feel it? I can't. Please. I didn't know that I could feel like this. If you stop, fuck. Oh. It hit me like a tidal wave. It hit me like a tidal wave. I didn't know. I didn't prepare for any of that. And I'm not even done with this stupid book. And I don't know what we keep doing. I've never wanted to tap out before. The ring is still on her hand. I didn't even finish reading the sentence before I started talking about the ring. And I don't think I can't even finish the page. I don't think I can finish the page. I haven't cried this hard in years. I don't think I've cried this long in 5 years. ring is burnt because Draco's looking for her because she's I thought I could finish the chapter. If the ring burns one more time, I'm done. I'm actually done. I can't do this. It doesn't. He might know and he's just trying to reassure her. If he knows and he's just no. Oh no. I can't. She took it off. She I can't even I keep thinking, that's it. She took it off. So she wouldn't think about it. I think I'm gonna throw up. I can't breathe, and I think I'm gonna throw up. I don't think I've ever felt like this before in my life, and I'm not even. I didn't know I was gonna feel like this. I didn't even finish reading the sentence. She took it off and put it back. If she had it back on, if I find out that she had that ring on when she goes back to him, I am gonna lose it. And I've already lost it. I'm done. I finished the flashbacks. Okay, this one's for you, Hermione. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Hermione. This one's for Draco. Because the ring burned for her. And she had left that stupid note saying that she loved him. And he had to hurt her. I want someone to tell me that he doesn't know. I want someone to tell me that his memories are gone. I want that so bad. I want someone to tell me he didn't know he was hurting her. I have never wanted something more in my whole life than for someone to tell me he didn't know he was. But he puked. Oh no. I don't think I'm ever gonna be okay again. I don't think I can ever be okay again. nothing will be okay. I think this is it. I think this is the worst thing I have ever read in my whole life. Someone please tell me. Someone please tell me that his memories got wiped. I don't think I can't stop and I can't breathe. And nothing's gonna feel okay ever again. Nothing is gonna erase this. He was forced to get married. He had to marry someone else. And he probably didn't know. I think it took me over. I'm laughing now. I thought beforehand, because I knew there were flashbacks, I was like, why wouldn't it make sense to read the flashbacks first and then read what happened? And you know why? Because the whole fucking time I've been thinking about how he knew and he couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything. I thought Koa was the worst I would ever read. I thought that I had years ago read the worst thing that I would ever read. I'm 6 minutes into crying and I know I'm gonna cut a lot of it out. Did you all know? Did you all know that this was gonna happen to me? And none of you bitches told me to stop it? None of you told me not to do it. I got words for something. I said I was gonna debrief you all when I finished the flashbacks. There's nothing to debrief. There's nothing in me. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to say. My eyes hurt. My eyes hurt. I don't have a single thought in my head. I just can't even breathe. That's all. What do you want me to do? What did past me want to debrief on? I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Because what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? That's it. That's the end of the video. talk. And I don't even have any more tears. Oh. I got nothing because what was that last? Where did it come from? I think hang on. I need to just breathe for 1 second. I went all of those flashbacks with just the, like, I think I was like stockpiling. I don't even think I realized I was doing it. She just casually flips open this cake that's sitting next to her. Drago never knew. He made Snake. He made Snape take that unbreakable vow for nothing. For nothing. Just like me. I got nothing. So maybe I could choke on some. I got nothing. I got nothing to say.